Not a long time ago, there was this guy called Vlasios. Vlasios was son of Poseidon, a typical worker, and Medusa. Medusa, his mother, was this type of people that like to be making strikes. So, as in Mexico, this type of people get used to be kidnapped and killed by the government. Poseidon take care of his son until he grew up. When he had just enough age, Poseidon presented him an old friend called Leptus. Leptus was the best investor of Chicago. He tried to teach him all the tricks that he will need to know to become in order the best investor of Chicago. Blasius liked this type of life that he wanted more than just being the best investor. With all this thirst of power, inclusively he took everything that Leptus had, all his money, his houses, everything. Leptus had to move to another city, and Blasius became the new best investor of Chicago. When Sthenelus get news about Blasius, the most powerful person in Chicago, he sent his officers to capture him. But when they didn't do it, he realized that Blasius was in charge of them, and they take Sthenelus to bring him in person to Blasius. While they were talking, Sthenelus tried to explain why he wanted to kidnap Blasius. He thought that Blasius wouldn't believe him, that he wasn't the person who abducted Medusa. Nervous for telling the truth, Sthenelus said that was his father, Perseus, who was in that time the mayor of Chicago, and sent the officers to kidnap her and kill her for all the strikes that she was making. Amazingly, Blasius believed all what Sthenelus told him, but anyway, he wanted him out of the city. And as he used to bring drugs from there, Blasius sent him from Chicago to Durango, Mexico. Satisfied of knowing the truth, Blasius hadn't more rancor. He felt that he was done with his person with all the achievements that he made. Even though I made some changes, I left some specific details like Blasius was the son of Poseidon and that he was like this type of, oh yes, I'm the king of the ocean. Also, I left that Medusa was his mother and this type of girl that always wants problems. Inclusively, I left that Medusa was killed by Perseus, but in the original story she was beheaded. As in the original story, Blasius grew up and he was prepared for his destiny, so Poseidon, or the king of the ocean, present him his master Leptus, that was another powerful monster that had years and years of knowledge of fight. In the original story, as last test, he obligated Blasius to kill him. The similitude that had this in the second story could be that Blasius take all the stuff of Leptus and his money so that he would need to go out of the city. Sthenelus, being the king, sent his soldiers to capture Blasius in order that Blasius couldn't achieve his mission of kill Sthenelus. In the original story, instead of giving them money, he was a strong man and powerful like Hercules or Perseus, so he killed them in a couple of hours. In both stories, when Vlasios came to Sthenelus, they start talking and Vlasius get the news that Sthenelus was the son of Perseus and that he didn't kill his mother. So he let Sthenelus go in peace because his destiny was to forgive him and his father.